Washington, Philadelphia, Dallas, 3 teams that are 1-1, tied for first, second, and third place in the NFC East.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys, maybe for the reason you don't think, Mike, but they're the only team in there with a proven quarterback who's played at an elite level and is playing at an elite level. They have the best win, which was beating the Chargers last week, 2017. You can argue they shouldn't have won that game, but the fact is they did win that game. And they also have the best loss. They had a chance to beat the Buccaneers. You can argue that maybe they should have beaten the Buccaneers in week 1 if their kicker had been a little bit better. But they lost that one 31-29 to the defending Super Bowl champions and looked really good doing it. I think they're the favorites in that division because of all of that, because they're playing really well, better on defense, and they have all those weapons on offense, Mike.
I'm going to say Washington because of the 3 teams, Washington is the one that is underachieving relative to expectations. Washington should be 0-2. If Dexter Lawrence doesn't fall out of his stance, if the officials don't incorrectly conclude that he was offside because he did fall out of his stance just as the ball was being snapped on that 48-yard field goal try by Dustin Hopkins that went wide, they're 0-2. So they have not been, especially defensively, the team we thought they would be. So I'll say Washington. 49ers, Rams, Cardinals, 2-0 NFC West teams. Which doesn't belong and why?
I picked the 49ers to win that division, and they still might, but I don't think they fit in that conversation right now. I think the other 2 teams have looked much better. The 49ers have survived. That's where they are. They beat the Lions 41-33 and let the Lions come back and have a chance there at the end of the game. They beat the Eagles 17-11. I know both were on the road. I get that. I realize they've had the injuries, but the Cardinals were so impressive against the Titans. The Rams were so impressive against the Bears and then beat the Colts. So the 49ers just haven't done anything yet to impress you. They still might. I still think they've got a really good team, but they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I was going to say the 49ers, but I'll say the Cardinals for a very simple reason. They have on their roster the most exciting player right now in the NFL. Your favorite and mine, Kyler Murray. And they also have Kyler Murray, the receiver, and Rondale Moore, who's actually shorter and lighter, but it looks like Murray to Murray every time that Murray throws it to Rondale Moore. All right, Panthers, Broncos, Raiders, 2-0 teams that didn't make it to the playoffs last year. Which doesn't belong and why?
I'm going to say the Broncos because you look at who they've beaten. They beat the Jaguars 23-13 on Sunday, and they started out with a victory over the Giants. And guess what? They have the Jets this week. Does anybody have an easier start than this team? We're going to find out about this team in the 4 games after the Jets game. They have Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Las Vegas, and Cleveland. Hey, if they go 2-2 in those games, I'm going to be impressed. But they have had a really easy start to the season. They better win the game this week and get to 3-0 because they may be 3-4 after the first 7 games.
Yeah, I think the Broncos don't fit just because I haven't been as impressed. They should have beaten the Jaguars. I was impressed by what they did with the Giants, but the Giants, I don't know where the Giants are going to be. I think the Panthers and Raiders are on track to get to the postseason right now. 15 games left, it can all change. But all we can do is react to what we have in front of us. And what we have in front of us are 3 teams that we didn't expect to be 2-0. Panthers, Broncos, and Raiders.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.